Hello everyone. In this lecture we discuss radio radioisotopes and their use. That radioisotopes use of radioisotopes as a tracers. We discuss first what is radioisotope, which is also known as tracer used as tracers. Therefore radioisotope is also known as tracer, used to trace some things, therefore used as known as tracers. We know isotope. What is isotope? Atoms of same element. Same element means same number of protons, same atomic number. Same protons, same atomic number. Atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass number. Mass number is nothing but sum of protons and neutrons present in nucleus. Protons and neutrons present in nucleus. Proton number is nothing but atomic number. That isotopic atoms have same atomic number, means same protons. Protons are same, but mass number is different. Then which one is different in these two nuclei? Number of neutrons that are different, because mass number is P plus N. P is same, means N is different in these isotopic atoms. That is, number of neutrons are different. That is, isotopes are nothing but atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass number. Mass number is different because of that difference in neutron number. Many elements have their isotope, exist in isotopic form. In some element, that element exists in isotopic form means different type of atoms present, means atomic number is same but mass number is different. That is, that atoms say different atoms. Then in some element, that different atoms of same element, that is isotopes, have difference in properties also. That is, some type of atoms are radioactive. They shows property of radioactive disintegration. This is very important. And that type of atoms are used as tracers, that are known as tracers, used as a radioactive tracers. We discussed that by which way they used as a tracers, why they are known as tracers. We discuss afterward. If we consider carbon that have normal isotope 612, that is atomic number 6, mass number 12. That one is normal isotope, exist more than 99%. Then remaining 1% atoms that are isotopes of carbon, that is atomic number is same but mass number is carbon 13 and carbon 14, that is 613 and 614. That means how many type of carbon atoms? Carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14. Mass number, 3 type of atoms. Out of these 3 types, that carbon 14 shows properties of radioactivity that exist in very small percent, that exist in universe, that exist in very small percent. Therefore we not feel that disintegration in atmosphere, because atmosphere consists carbon dioxide as a major part, that also contain carbon 14 also, but that percentage is very very small. Therefore we not feel that activity. Same way oxygen have their isotope. Out of that is oxygen 816 is normal, 816 is normal, but other isotopes 815, 818, that 815 is 818, 815 is radioactive. Other also radioactive isotopes, but that 815 have considerable half-life, therefore can be used as a tracer. All of you understand about that radioisotope. What is radioisotope? That is isotope of some element shows properties of radioactivity. That isotopes are known as radioisotopes and that are used as a tracers. That radioisotope behaves same as normal element in a reaction. That is, if we consider carbon 12, which one is major isotope, major carbon in universe? Therefore, in if we consider chemical reaction, major in a molecule, major amount of carbon 12 isotope is there, but some amount of carbon 14, if some carbon is replaced by carbon 14, then that molecule behaves, act as a same as the original molecule, because that isotope behaves same as normal element in reaction and can be detected during the course of chemical reaction because of their radioactivity, that can be detected during the course of reaction. We judge their presence, we study their presence because of their, we study their location because of their property of radioactivity. Therefore radioactive isotopes of the elements can be used to study the chemical reactions. The particular atoms, that is if we consider normal atoms, and if we replace that normal atom in some molecules by its radioactive isotope, this is known as radioactive labeling, and that atom replaced is known as labeled atom, and process is known as isotopic labeling. The labeled atoms are used as tracers in chemical reactions, and the radioactivity of that labeled atom act as label or tag which helps to detect the reaction pathway. Using that location of that tag or labeled atom, we judge the way of reaction, how reaction proceeds, which bond, that is in chemical bond reaction, in any chemical reaction, some old bond breaks and some new bond formed. Then that we judge by using this labeling technique which bond breaks in chemical reaction, which newly bond formed in a chemical reaction, and that then that factors affecting on the choice of tracer. First factor considered the isotope having longer half-life are preferred always, as short half-life isotopes do not permit the longer duration observations. That is, for reaction, for their completion, suppose half hour is required. Then what is the condition? That isotopes considered that must have half-life more than half hour, because if that one is half-life, some elements have half-life in second, 5 second, 10 second, that are not useful because duration is very small, not sufficient for reaction observations, experimental study. Then second point, second factor considered is isotope. Isotopes emitting gamma radiations are always preferred, because that alpha and beta radiations are more harmful, and therefore gamma emitter tracers are always selected. Then third factor considered is a calculated amount of radioisotope is taken so that level of radioactivity is high enough to provide sufficient data, but not so high to produce harmful effects. Not so high to produce harmful effects, and not so much less because cannot be observable. Therefore, calculated amount of radioisotope is taken during the course of reaction. Thus, that selection is based on these factors, that is, first is stable and other factors also considered. First is stable, and that stressor molecule, that is isotope, should be in same form. Means if that reactions in reaction substrate, that substrate exists in liquid form, then if we replace that some atoms of that substrate by its isotope, then that one is also in a liquid form. That is, that stressor and original substrate molecule must be in the same form. Then isotopes should convenient half-life and measurable activity, and the amount of radioisotope should be just sufficient to provide measurable signals. These are some factors which we will consider during that selection of radioisotope as a tracer. This is the explanation of about that what is radioisotope and use of that radioisotope as a tracer. Thank you. In during next lecture we discuss applications of that radioisotope or the tracers in a chemical reaction and for age determination. We discuss afterward. That one is special question on for 5 marks, that is discuss the applications of radioisotopes. And we discussed now is what are radioisotopes or what are tracers, and we discussed here use of radioisotopes as a tracers. This one is we now discussed. In next lecture we will discuss next point, that is use of radioisotopes. Which one is different part? Remember. Thank you.